Welcome to the Family Geekery Podcast, a podcast for geeks from a family of geeks. We talk about comics, video games, and anything else geeky. I'm Danny.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're talking about Captain America, Brave New World. Isn't that right?
That's
Yep.
right. You got it right.
Okay, good.
I keep calling it New World Order.
Why?
I don't know.
Is
It's
that a comic?
It's got the name World in it.
Oh.
But Danny got it right.
Unfortunately, it's nothing like Brave New World, the book. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, less drugs. No Soma.
Never read it.
Shame. No Jesus. No Christ-like figure. And that's on AP Lit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But that's the wrong Brave New World.
That's right. So we do have a movie to talk about. Just came out this past weekend, as of the time we record. But before we do that,
Geeky Weeks.
we've got to talk about our Geeky Weeks. Who wants to kick it off?
I will.
Okay. Gun to your head, she will.
Well, guess what? I saw Captain America, Brave New World
Oh, you stole mine.
Coincidence, me too.
on Valentine's Day. I also watched the Halo movie.
Oh,
What?
How was that?
There's a Halo movie?
Yeah, apparently.
Or was it the TV show?
It's a movie. It's actually pretty interesting. I've never
Is it-
played the game, but
Is it new?
no.
Oh. See, the Halo movie for me is Red versus
Red versus Blue.
That's all I need. Rip Rooster Teeth.
And then I watched like half of Scream 2
Okay.
and the Amazon show Secret something.
Secret Level.
Yeah, Secret Level. For no reason at all. Lots of watching over here. That's really
Nice.
it.
That's something good to do when it's rainy and disgusting outside like it was all weekend.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be in my furniture flipping era, and it's just the weather's not wanting to do that for me.
There's eras to furniture flipping.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Amber, how about you?
I played a bunch of Sims 4 and a bunch of Marvel Rivals. I'm actually climbing a little bit. Right now I'm Plat 2, which is
Okay.
probably the highest rank I've been in a skill-based competitive game. So that's kind of cool. Except for TFT. I might have been Plat in TFT back when I played, but that doesn't really require skill, it just requires brain. The most skill that TFT requires is being able to click things. But mostly that's like a more mental game. So I'm really proud of myself for climbing to Marvel Rivals, and I have a whole half of a season left, basically. So I also watched the first episode of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Ooh, how was that?
I didn't love it. I can't get past the animation style. It just looks so goofy to me. Like, I know they're going for, like, comic booky, but, like, so did the Spider-Verse movie. And that looks infinitely better. But speaking of comics, I also went in... Did I buy new comics? I think I did buy some new comics, just the ones that I had, left for me at the comic book shop. And I decided I needed to sort through my comics because I have them just kind of random orders. They're still in a random order, but I at least have little dividers that are labeled now so that I can see them.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. And I realized on Amazon, I was like, oh, 50 dividers? Yeah, that's plenty. That's all I'm gonna need. I used probably like 3/4 of them.
Oh,
So, probably should have gone for the more economical, like 50 pack or 100 pack or something that's totally way more worth it. But I didn't know how much I needed. So it's working for me for now.
nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's it for me. I did not watch Secret Level.
Well, I watched Secret Level.
Whoa, no way. It's
Yeah.
Wow.
almost like
What?
someone told me
I
to.
feel so
Yeah.
left out.
Maybe Danny and I can have an episode about it later, and Amber can just listen to it.
I'm not invited.
It's not like there's a arcane style one.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. I hear the Pac-Man one is supposed to be, like, amazing. So I'm going to
Well,
keep on
I
watching.
watched the first episode before you guys ever did.
Okay. Do the episode yourself.
That is the D&D one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Danny does not know what
There
D&D
were
is.
dragons.
Was there a dungeon?
Yeah. Dungeon with a dragon.
Whoa! They should make a game based off that.
Oh.
That would be a cool game concept.
I think they've made a whole genre based on that. Let's see. So, what else? Of course, I saw the movie that we're going to be talking about today. And I did finish Creature Commandos. Did I tell you that last episode?
No.
Yeah. So it's going in. We talked about how it's going to go into a second season.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff happened at the end of this thing. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. So that'll be interesting. And
But
I saw
I did hear that Indira Varma is going to play the bride in a live action movie. I forget which one. But one of the ones that's coming up, she's going to be in it.
Oh, she's got the hair for it. She's had some crazy hair over the years. Like a lot of hair. But uber talented.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any different games I've played. I've downloaded some new mobile games and tried them out. But nothing much to report on. So I think that's it for me.
I also read a book. I finished a book.
Ooh.
Your
what's a
turn is
book?
over.
Your turn's over.
In Amber fashion, I have to add something afterwards. Because I forget on my sticky note what to put.
We should just
You
make
have
you go
sticky
last so
note?
that you interrupt yourself.
But I finished, I believe it's called Chalice of the Gods. It's Rick Riordan. It's a Percy Jackson book. It's one of the newer Percy Jackson books. So.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Did you forget something too?
I finally got my Leve Fortnite emote.
Oh, nice.
Not important, but
That's very important. Is Jojo Siwa in Fortnite? Oh, okay.
I didn't think so.
I saw a meme. I think it was a meme where it was like a teaser, like I guess a poster had leaked, and it was like a a silhouette of like a person, and it was kind of like bright colors, and then this person said, "God, I hope it's not Jojo Siwa," and then the next post down is Fortnite confirming Jojo Siwa coming to Fortnite, but I don't know if it was real or not, so that's why I thought I'd ask you.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. We ready to talk about the movie?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So, Valentine's Day. Nothing says I love you like a big red Hulk.
Yeah.
Aww.
But we've got Captain America, Brave New World. This has been building up for a while. Spinning out of many different TV shows and other movies. This was a movie for for the deep fan that has watched all the shows, because they called back to several of them. We'll talk about that. But of course, Captain America is now in the hands of Sam Wilson, the new captain, and he's struggling with his new role in the middle of an international incident, and it's a good movie. So
they bring back the Celestial. It took them 3 years to acknowledge the Celestial in the ocean.
Yeah, Celestial Island. They kept on talking about it, and I was like, that sounds familiar. Oh,
What is that from?
Eternals.
Oh, I never saw that one.
Oh, it was good.
You're not
Even
alone.
though people hate it.
It wasn't bad.
I liked it.
So that's sitting out there in the Indian Ocean. Is that where it's at?
Yes.
So so we got a call back to Eternals. We got a call
And
back.
America thinks they have a claim to something in the Indian Ocean. Sorry.
It's not the American Ocean.
Oh, no.
Ocean of America.
Oh, God. Captain America is the topic, guys.
Captain America. That's right. So we've got callbacks to the Eternals. We got callbacks to, was it She-Hulk? Is that where Abomination and Hulk had a fight that destroyed half a city?
Don't ask me.
I don't know what. You're the one who
I
watched
think
it.
that was Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I thought they were referencing the
They
first
were
movie.
referencing Incredible Hulk.
Okay. That makes more sense.
The other movie that nobody's seen because it's so old and people forget it's MCU.
That makes more sense because
Yeah.
Abomination was in She-Hulk,
Oh.
but he was like more subdued, but then he did get bad at the end, and I forgot if at the end of that TV show if they brought in the Hulk or not. But yeah, it makes more sense that that's a callback, because basically the whole premise is a callback to General Ross, who is now
Yes.
President Ross, and we're not spoiling anything because this is all set up at the very beginning and set up throughout the multiple trailers that you've seen. So we've got General Ross, who
Lost his mustache.
lost his mustache. Yeah, you either lose the mustache or you lose the
Or you
votes.
lose the election.
Yeah. But all of that spinning out of the original Incredible Hulk. It was the Incredible Hulk, not the Hulk. The Hulk does not exist, right?
No, the Incredible Hulk is the one with Edward
Norton. Okay.
And the Gamma Soda.
Gamma Soda.
That was Stanley's cameo in that. He drank a Gamma Soda
Oh, okay.
because he got it in the soda plant. I think some of his blood got into the soda. I've only seen the movie once, like 10 plus years ago. I'm surprised I remember this.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. But he's not the only character from that movie. That Samuel Stearns character was in that movie too.
Oh, he was?
Yes, played by the same guy, Tim Blake Nelson.
Soggy Bottom Boy?
Yeah. I thought it was funny that you had just seen
I just watched that last week.
you just saw that movie, and there he is.
He came on the screen. I was like, well, because I get him and the guy who in the Watchmen, the guy who's Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Yeah, I get them confused. So like when I was watching Oh Brother Where Art Thou, I was like, oh, is that Rorschach? No, it's not Rorschach. That's this guy. And I was like, is that the guy from Oh Brother or is that the other guy? Because like I always get them confused.
Yeah, good.
Danny's confused
Good
now.
actor though. So
He's a lot smarter in this movie than he was in Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
So since we're talking about cast, let's go ahead and round out the cast for everybody. We got Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Stellar.
Yeah, good
We
job.
know him.
We've got Harrison Ford playing the part of President Thaddeus Ross, since William Hurt has passed away since his portrayal of the character. So we talked about this before, when we talked about the trailer several episodes ago, how they talked about still getting used to your new look. Mm-hmm. And that's a nice little tribute to the fact that William Hurt wasn't able to replay his part. We got Danny Ramirez, which I think did an awesome job. I don't know.
He was so funny.
I don't know if he's famous for anything else or if this is like a breakout role for him. But he's playing Joaquin Torres.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it? And a special shout out to him for having both a University of Miami logo and a Miami Heat logo.
I didn't spot the Miami Heat logo.
He had a jacket on the back of his office chair.
Oh, that's cool. Because I remember he talked about Miami.
Yeah. So he did a great job. I hope they continue to carry him on. He's, I guess, basically going to be Falcon moving forward.
Yeah.
We had another person from the other show, the other major show that kicks off this movie, being, what was that? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And that's Carl Lumbly playing Isaiah Bradley.
Oh, he was in that show?
Yeah.
The movie acted like he was a major character, which he was, and he was really good. But I don't remember anything about that TV show, so...
Yeah, they had found him as being, one of the other people that they used the super soldier serum on. Apparently in the Korean War versus World War II.
Oh, okay.
But he did an awesome job.
Yeah. A lot of boomer memes. A lot of boomer jokes made about him, which I thought was funny. A little cheesy, but kind of funny.
Yeah. We got friend of the podcast, Giancarlo Esposito.
Love that. Love that for us.
It's a one-way friend of the podcast.
And so that's a that's an actor who your mother recognizes but never remembers where she recognizes him from. So I have to list out the dozen things that
she knows him from Once Upon a Time, right?
She wouldn't know him from, and then I list out the one thing she would know him from. But she says, "Oh, is that Danny's friend?" I said, "Yep, that's Danny's friend."
Yep.
I like how you guys saw it before we did, and Mom texted in the group chat, Danny's friend was in it.
So he's an amazing actor, great in everything that he does. This part, and it's not his fault. I think the character was kind of broken. Mainly because he had some morals and some, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivations, but then they kind of disappeared, and then they kind of came back. But I don't want to dive too deep into that because that would spoil a couple things.
I think the character was just really weird. I feel like it wasn't his best performance, but probably because it wasn't the best character.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they'll do with him next because it seems like he's sticking around.
Hope so.
They can't just use him in one movie as like a kind of minor character and then throw him away as Giancarlo Esposito. What are you doing, Marvel?
Right. They probably got him on
a bad decision.
They don't sign people for one movie.
Right.
They sign him
I feel
for
like
13.
he could be like a much better like MODOK or something.
Yeah. Then we got Tim Blake Nelson, which we talked about, playing Samuel Stearns. And I'm sure he's got another name. He had mentioned one name, and I'm not sure. I don't think that's a comic book name.
So I didn't realize when I looked up the character afterwards that this is like... They made him look a lot different in the movie than he does in the comics, or at least in the encyclopedia that we had 15 years ago.
Okay.
That I know all of my characters from. But he's the guy with the big old green head and the like... He kind of looks like Namor with a big green head.
Right, yeah.
And I did not know that was the character that he was trying to be.
Yeah. And then we've got Shira Haas playing Ruth Bat-Seraph. And I thought she did an awesome job.
She's the president's assistant. I got Ruth and the other one mixed up.
She was not the president's assistant. She was
She was the like assassin girl.
the president's Secret Service girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like main agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she did an awesome job. She kicked some butt too.
Didn't the other girl have an R name too?
Layla Taylor.
I don't know. The president's assistant. I don't know. When they were talking, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, I think her name.
I'm not good with names.
In the movie is Layla.
Okay.
But they might have just called her something Taylor. You know, I don't know, Agent Taylor. I don't know. No, she wasn't an agent. But anyways, that's basically the majority of the cast. Again, most everybody doing an awesome job, as expected. They don't hire bad people in these movies, do they?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Did y'all like the movie?
Oh yeah.
It was good.
I thought it was a pleasant change. And maybe that's just because I kind of haven't seen the last couple of Marvel movies that came out, like the Marvels, and I don't know what came out before that, but I thought it was like a nice change to have like a solo movie again. Mm-hmm. Even though it wasn't like super solo, like he had his sidekick, like a hero and a sidekick. We haven't had that in a Marvel movie for a very long time. Maybe not even since like Thor Ragnarok, if you call Loki Thor's sidekick. I don't know. But I thought it was really fun to have that for a change. Even though, I don't know, I was talking to someone who said that they thought the movie wasn't as action-packed and it was a little bit more political. And I thought, yeah, that's like, but that's mostly the Captain America part of it. I feel like all of the Captain America movies have kind of been like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to get like a friendly face back in the MCU too. Like, I feel like most of the main Avengers are kind of like out of the loop right now, and they're just introducing a bunch of like newer stories. But
or
it's
playing
nice.
Doctor Doom.
But it's good to bring back Falcon and follow his journey to Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because in the very beginning of MCU, you got these individual movies, right? You got Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, and then they all come together as the Avengers. And of course, we're going through some changes, and we got the Thunderbolts coming up, and we got the Fantastic Four coming up.
I'm so excited for the Fantastic Four. Oh.
But this movie seemed like this was going to be one of those original movies, right? We got a new character. In this case, Captain America. He's not a new name, but he's a new character. Which should be building up to, and I guess maybe it is, but maybe they're just sprinkling in a lot more movies than they used to, but it should be building up to the forming of whoever's going to be in Secret Wars, or, you know, fight Galactus, or whatever the next big thing's going to be. So maybe this is that. We're just not seeing it yet because we're so distracted by other pretty big movies coming up.
Okay, you guys have some homework. You two and everybody listening, you have to watch the Film Theory movie, or the Film Theory video, Will the Fantastic Four Save the MCU or End It? And in that one, they basically talk about a whole lot of, like, they've got so many, like, reset buttons that'll, like allow for a reboot or a soft reboot or whatever. You know, like they've got like Kang still kind of hanging in there. They've got like all kinds of things, like the TVA, like everything, like building up the multiverses and stuff like that. So I think it'll be really cool because it's like confirmed basically that the Fantastic Four is like a different universe. It's not like the main MCU. So, like, how that's going to build into and tie into everything else. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because the Fantastic Four, and I'm surprised at the movie theater they didn't play the trailer for it. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't. Maybe it's, like, too recent of a trailer for them to get on this movie. But it's, like, very obviously, like, an alternate reality. Because it's, like, it's a period piece in the 60s, but it's a futuristic version of the 60s.
Right.
It's like what Walt Disney wanted the 60s to be.
Yeah. I was wondering how that was going to fit.
I was getting like Epcot vibes with like the rocket cars and stuff like that. So it's definitely not the same as like the MCU. But Galactus is there briefly. Who knows?
We had, speaking of trailers, we had 35 minutes of trailers.
That's crazy. I did not have that many trailers.
We had so many trailers that we had a commercial in the middle of the trailers. Like, usually the commercials are done, and then you just have trailer. We had trailer, and then Mayhem commercial.
Well, that's what happened to me, but I only had like 1 or 2 trailers after the Mayhem commercial.
Right. It was crazy. I wrote a stern letter to the theater.
Ooh.
I went to a theater I've never been to before, and they did a pretty good job, so
Nice.
wasn't that bad.
I actually heard that Evo is cleaner and better now than it was when they first acquired Paragon.
I hope so. It can't be dirtier. Now, did you notice that there wasn't the flipping pages intro?
Yeah, it's the first
Well,
MCU movie without the original intro.
I was a little thrown off around the beginning of the movie because I think the sound in my theater was off. Like, not off, but like it was different. It was like weirdly mixed. Like the beginning of the movie, it like, because the commercials were all really quiet. The commercials and previews were all really quiet. And I was like, oh, that's just like, it's just going to get louder when the movie starts. Like, they're just keeping it quiet so that people can like chit chat or whatever before the movie starts. But I also did see the movie at like 11 p.m. Or no, I got out at 11. I saw it at 9. But it was like really weird. And so like the movie started and the sound didn't change. So I was like thrown off. I was like, is this the movie? And then you see Harrison Ford. I'm like, I guess this is the movie. Why does it still sound like this? But, so no, I did not notice that this was not the Marvel opening. But now that you say that, I remember that it didn't have that.
Did you also notice that they had the wrong cherry blossom trees in DC?
Oh,
What do you
really?
mean wrong?
Oh, they had the pink ones and not the white ones?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom point that out.
No, because she's never seen the cherry blossoms. You pointed that
You've
out.
never taken her to see the cherry blossoms.
I took her to see them. They weren't
You're
there.
just like Harrison Ford, not taking your loved ones to go see the cherry blossoms.
That's right.
I wonder if they did that because, like, part of the movie, like, a very small part of it was set in Japan. Maybe they were just like, we've got these Japan cherry blossoms, so just bring them to DC. But they actually filmed in DC. At least that's what the credits said. So, I can't believe they destroyed the White House in real life. That's crazy.
They filmed in DC, but they CGI'd the
Dang it.
cherry
What?
blossoms.
Oh.
And I think I figured out why. Because your mom pointed out also that they're the same exact trees that are in her Dreamlight Valley. So they already had the models. They just popped them into the movie.
Just pop in Dreamlight Valley trees. That's so funny.
Disney
They gotta
cutting
cut
corners everywhere.
Hey, Game Loft.
Disney
I bet
cutting
Game Loft
corners.
got big bucks for that. I mean, Marvel do be cutting corners with the art, with all the AI art they're using. Oof.
How many times is the Washington Monument gonna be destroyed in the
I know.
MCU?
Like, they talk about the restoration. I guess we're doing a little bit of spoilers here, but like it's a superhero movie. Stuff's gonna get destroyed, and it takes place in DC. They talk about the White House getting the restoration process started, and I'm like, but the Washington Monument, how long ago did Spider-Man wreck that thing?
They're like, keep these people out of our capital.
Oh, I guess it was a long time. That was pre-Snap when
That was
Spider-Man was there. So yeah.
2016.
Yeah, never mind. I guess, well, who knows? DC takes a long time to do lots of things.
They're probably like, oh, we just put it back up. Oh my goodness. Someone just flew into it.
But I think one thing we should talk about that might be a spoiler, but I think it's a happy spoiler, is adamantium being revealed.
Yeah.
Is that the first time that we've seen adamantium?
In the
I
MCU.
think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
When that happened, my jaw was on the floor. I was like, oh.
When they were saying it in the movie, they said that they had discovered a new something. I whispered over to your mom, adamantium. She's like, "You've heard of that before?" Yep. Just a little bit.
That's funny.
Just for the last 40 years.
Just a little bit. That's cool. Because, like, in the comics, isn't adamantium found in Wakanda? Or has vibranium always been different?
I'm not sure where they found it in the comics.
Okay. Probably all kinds of places, depending on the comic.
Yeah, I get all that stuff jumbled up. Did it come with the asteroids and the Transformers, or was that something else? That was Energon.
That's funny. It seems like one thing this movie has done is, like, kind of open a lot of doors. They've set a lot of lines that could lead somewhere if they want it to lead somewhere, or it could just be a throwaway, just like a lot of things have been lately in Marvel.
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in it. It's not until you piece it all together from all the movies that you've seen, all the stuff that is kind of dangling, and you're wondering when it's going to show back up.
Right, because in this movie, Stern said something like, oh, you're worried about other stuff, but they're already here. Like, these people are already here. Or something like that. They already exist. And I'm like, I want them to be talking about the mutants, but I don't want the mutants to have always been there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, like, if the mutants have always... Like, Wolverine is hundreds of years old.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he been chilling? You know, like, I feel like there would have to be a lot of retconning to be like, mutants have always existed in this world. Or, like, I don't know, maybe they do a thing where it's like, mutants have just started kind of existing and they always existed, or I don't know. I feel like it would be really weird to incorporate mutants into this MCU.
Yeah, especially because if they've always been around, there would have been, like, way more villains or, like, way more, like, hero figures, like, in the spotlight.
Yeah. But who knows? It would be really funny if we saw, like, Kid Charles and Kid Charles and Kid Magneto in, like, the 21st century. Because we've never seen that. We've always seen them in the olden days, back in World War. Well,
what's going to push Magneto over the edge then?
Yeah, Magneto's Jewish. That's kind of a big plot point for him. I don't know.
I think there's a good, like, parallel with Sam trying to, like, fit into the Captain America role, and he's like, oh, how do I live up to this? But at the same time, he's like the new Falcon, I forget his name. What's his name? Joaquin. He's, like, also going through the same thing, and so Sam's, like, coaching him on, like, oh, you don't have to live up to me, but, like, at the same time, like, he has to listen to his own advice and be like, oh,
yeah,
I don't have to be Steve Rogers.
They're just both big fanboys.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a favorite line.
Okay.
Go.
But if I set up the line, it would spoil something pretty big. So I'm just going to say the line and see if you guys remember.
Okay.
Your speechwriter help you with that?
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite line.
That was a good line.
Good line.
Good line.
All right, anything else about this one before we spoil anything?
Red Wing?
Yeah?
Is that his name?
Red Bull,
love
Red
him.
Bull give you wings?
The
Red Wing gives you balls.
Robot?
The little robot.
Yeah, the little drone.
Is his name Red Wing?
Yes.
I love him so much. I know he's existed before, but he really shines in this movie.
So
He's an actual bird in the comics, right?
Yeah, and the original Falcon.
Cool. He's a drone now, and he's cute.
So Sam
There's
Wilson.
one thing about me, I love little robots.
Sam Wilson keeps them. He doesn't give him to the new Falcon.
Maybe
Well-
he'll get his own.
So you get the shield and the bird. It's awfully selfish.
Well, that's his bird.
Come on,
You can have
Sam.
a little bird,
Share the love.
buddy.
Share the love.
Baby bird.
Baby bird.
You got all this Wakanda tech, and you're gonna keep that bird from the new Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the moral of the whole movie.
Be selfish.
Greed. Greed gets you places.
Does it?
I don't know. Greed will give you wings. There's that Red Bull.
Red Wing.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it.
That'll do, donkey.
So next
That'll do.
stop on this crazy train is going to be the Thunderbolts. And
Asterix.
and every preview I see of that gets better and better.
I know. At first, I was like, I like these characters, but I don't really know how it'll do in a movie. But yeah, you're right. Every single preview I've seen of this now, it's hyping it up so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think about each of the individual characters / actors that have a comedic ability to them, and they put them all together. And
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good sleeper.
Yeah. And it'll be fun to see because we've seen a lot of some of these other characters, but like Ghost and Taskmaster, we haven't really seen that much of.
Right.
Also, I'm going to have to try to differentiate between Ghost and Taskmaster because they made Taskmaster a girl and they
Right.
both wear masks now. Like, I don't know. It'll be a little difficult because I did not know Taskmaster was in the movie until at the end of the trailer when it said Taskmaster. I was like, I thought it was Ghost. But whatever. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. It'll be... I'm going to have to go back. I keep saying this. I'm going to have to go back and see the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Meh.
But that show kind of sets you up to hate the John Parker or whatever his name is, Captain America. But I think this movie is going to redeem him and make him a fan favorite. I don't know
I
about
saw
fan
it-
favorite, but I think
Yeah.
make him very likable.
I saw that actor in like a couple other things, and he's always a super unlikable guy in whatever he's in. But it's so fun to see him act.
Yeah.
But I'm mostly excited for Fantastic Four. I will not be shutting up about Fantastic Four. I wouldn't be surprised if every Geeky Weeks for the next couple of weeks is me watching different Fantastic Four movies. Except for the 2010s one. Probably won't rewatch that.
Probably not. All right. Let's wrap this thing up.
I'm done yapping.
Done yapping?
Finally. So Danny
All
can go
right.
eat. She's getting pale.
So hopefully
Giving me
everybody out
bad
there
looks.
has seen the movie by now. If you have, let us know how you like it. Send us an email. Catch us on our socials. Tell us what your favorite line was. I know what it is already.
What?
Your speechwriter help you with that?
Okay.
It's the best line in the movie.
Help you with that?
Yeah. Best line in the movie. But that's going to wrap it up. Go check out the YouTube channel, see what's going on there. Hit us on the socials. Catch us next week when we talk about something that maybe Amber will watch by then. And until
Fantastic
next,
Four? No.
until next time, peace
Peace
out,
out.
Peace out.
And
geek
geek out.
Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.